Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another player review. We have the new SPC Costas Manolas that released today. This is like a foot card, it's a foot card. He's one of those guys that you use in the beginning of the year because he's really, really good. So this should be very interesting because I want to see if he aggressively defends certain areas that I want him to because of the fact that he has the low-high work rates. As you guys know, the work rates that I like to work with are usually medium highs, medium mediums, high mediums and high highs, depending. High mediums and high highs really depends on the characteristics of the card, but medium highs, medium mediums, and high medium, or medium highs and medium mediums are very consistent for me. So we're gonna try out this card. We're gonna see how he plays. I think he's gonna be good because he's a low high work rate player that has the body type in game. He has the height in game, so gonna be interesting to try out, right? So he's 6'2", low high work rates, 2-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot. So it's good that EA gave him the weak foot instead of the skill moves. They should have done the same thing to Pope, the goalkeeper, because it makes no sense to give him skill moves because who cares about skill moves? It's all about the distribution, first time passes and whatnot with his weak foot. That's going to be more important. So it's good that they did that to Manolas instead of giving him the skill moves. You could give him the skill moves too. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. But 85 acceleration, 88 sprint speed. The big thing that we need to test out with this card is the anchor chemistry style first. Okay, first. And I need to put the chemistry style on right away because I need to see if I want the shadow instead, okay? Because 85 acceleration, 88 sprint speed, you would essentially make his pace perfect with the shadow chemistry style, right? And then you would also be increasing his defense. He already has physical, so you don't have to worry about physical. However, this card with an anchor chemistry style will boost his acceleration by a 5 and his sprint speed by a 5, bringing his acceleration to a 90 with 93 sprint speed. Now, it's not the only thing that you take into consideration. You have to take into consideration that the fact is that he has low-high work rate. So, sorry, my controller keeps dying on the Xbox because the Xbox is all sorts of messed up. Low-high work rates suggests that he's not going to have to often run back all the time, right? Which is going to be a great thing. He's not going to have to always run back. But I want to see what he's like tracking-wise, movement-wise, with a two center back formation, with a 3 center back formation, all that good stuff, right? So we need to give the anchor chemistry style instantly because you would also increase his physical aspects as well in regards to jumping, stamina, and strength. Stamina, not a big deal. He's a center back. 77 is fine. So no complaints there. Traits, no traits whatsoever. So this is the team that we have. The team is irrelevant for the situation for center backs because we usually force opportunities mostly just to see what they're like transitioning left and right. Is their pace good enough? All that good stuff, right? So I want to show you guys how we're going to line up with this card in game for the sake of the center back review, right? We're going to go ahead and line up with the 4-1-2-1-2 with high depth because the reason why I want to try him out with high depth is because I want to see if he's at all aggressive, and if he is, how fast he transitions back in the defense. And then this one will obviously have players in the box set to high as well because you want all the attacking players just push out of position and solely focus on the defensive area. So that's for the 4-1-2-1-2. So that's a 2 center back formation. We're going to have one with the 3-5-2 where we're going to be doing a similar situation, but we're going to increase the width like crazy and the depth like crazy. Depth, maybe we'll put a little bit lower. And again, we want to test that out, but with him as the center back. The instructions for the other center backs are going to be play a striker. We want to see what he plays like if he's by himself from time to time. So the main instructions that we're going to be using is the 4-1-2-1-2 basic formation, and then we're going to be using the 3-5-2 forcing opportunities towards him. So just to make sure that we are going to be trying him out with the right chemistry style, I am going to be slapping a anchor on him right away to let you guys know if he requires a shadow more than he requires the anchor, because remember, he has a big body type in game and he has physical stats already, so you don't necessarily need to improve it, and having more pace is beneficial to transition quickly and chase after someone quickly if he needs to, right? So low-high work rates will be very interesting with him. I wouldn't really recommend him on the sides too much of a 3 at the back formation, mainly in the middle just because of his characteristics. So yeah, let's go see how he plays. Who knows? He might surprise me. He might be like SARS card where he feels like a hybrid of a left back and a center back. I highly doubt he's going to feel that way, but we're going to try it out anyways. Okay, so we have to test him out without second man press. The way that he's tracking that player is quite nice so far. Tracks the run, doesn't stay with him, keeps the onside position really nicely. Good tracking so far. I'm liking it so far. I hate center backs that like they just keep going backwards and just keeping players on side. So it's good that he did that. Okay, so he's tracking again. So I'm not using him. Low, high work rates. Good positioning. Goes back into the center back position really nicely. Starts tracking the player again. Without me defending, he's positioning himself really well in the left center back position. The reason why we want to use him there mostly is because of the fact that he is a 5-star weak-footed player. So having him on the left side is going to be a very, very helpful situation for us. Let's see what his dribbling is like. Okay, so his dribbling is strictly for center back. Do not use him on the sides. Score that goal right away. See if we can get some more attacking presence out of this card. I want to see how he is in line with the center back right here. Tracks him. Goes back into position nicely. Didn't even do anything right there. All I did at the last second was hold the L trigger shield, and he defended that situation really nicely. So you can see that Tomiyasu, Manolas link is going to be really, really nice right there. They're definitely moving off each other really nicely. Manolas is tracking the players really well. They're making those oncoming runs, but then he's also getting back onto the onside position so he doesn't leave them onside. I'll trigger shield. Yeah. His tracking is really good, guys. Those low-high work rates. Now, here's the thing. Because of his sluggish aspect to his card, that's why you may want to give him a Shadow Chemistry style. Because if you give him that +10 for acceleration, it's going to really compensate for that sluggish feel that he has towards him. Now, obviously, center backs are mostly sluggish, right? But you kind of want to have them to be as good as possible. So it could be a situation where you may want to improve that part of his card. But if I'm being completely honest with you, so far with the low-high work rates that he has, it doesn't feel like he requires it, right? Because look at the way he's positioned right now in a very simple 4-1-2-1-2 setup, right? The way that he tracks the opposition is perfect. Look, he keeps marking him the entire time right there. And that's perfect. That's exactly what you want your center backs to do. Marking needs to be good. Your pace needs to be good enough to track the opposition as well. And I think that with I think he has 92 acceleration with like 97 sprint speed, something like that. It's like, it's already good enough, you know what I'm saying? But again, that +10 for acceleration, it could be a helpful situation for you. I kind of want to try him out on the ultra attacking one where he's going to be like a main center back. Because I want to see what he plays like with that, you know? Yeah, when I noticed that when you switch to a 3 at the back formation, there's like a huge rotation policy with these guys. Because you can see I'm clearly on ultra attacking right now. There's always a really, really big rotation policy because he's supposed to be playing as the center back. And he switched off to the side right there, which isn't ideal, right? He's a more sluggish center back. You can tell that he's supposed to be mainly used in the middle area, but... Okay, so you can see middle area right here. Tracking really nicely. Starts chasing after the guy, stops there, which is perfect. Keeps marking the middle area. Keeps marking the middle area really nicely. Tomiyasu has the ball now. Manolas was going to occupy the shooting position right there, but stopped instantly once he realized that there was another player making an oncoming run, so that was pretty decent right there. Yeah, so the biggest thing that I noticed with the card so far is obviously like sluggishness, but it's a center back. You know, I just want him to be a good defensive presence, which he has so far. There we go. Should be another situation right here. Let's see how he marks that guy. Tomiyasu is occupying him. You have to see how they play off of each other right here. So he's marking that guy. Will he mark the middle right here? Keeps marking that guy. Blocks the shooting area. Not even using him. Blocks the area near post. His positioning to understand that a person is going to shoot the ball, the person that he's marking is not really relevant to mark anymore, is really, really good so far. All right, let's see what he's like manually. Ooh, that tackle was really nice, actually. The way that he covers the field because of his huge body is just like, it's ideal, you know? Okay, so we're going to mark this guy right here. I did really poorly right there. I tackled way too early when I could have kept on running and used Manolas' physical presence. That's number 1. Oh, would have been number 2 if this game wasn't so trash with a heavy emphasis touch. Yeah, dudes, I'm telling you, you want the shadow. That acceleration part of his card, it's necessary. He needs that plus 10. It's that sluggish feel that he has towards running after the ball that you need to improve. That's where you want to use a physical. I don't think the anchor giving him that extra physical is going to be that crazy noticeable in that situation. I think he would have done the same there with the shadow chemistry style. Again, Manolas with the physical presence right there. Again, imagine having more sprint speed and acceleration to chase after the player right there to be able to defend against that nicely, right? Very important. This guy's making me switch the entire freaking formation and tactics to score against him. Listen, man, I was using a generic tactic, but if you want me to be serious, I'll be serious, my boy. My boy has like 10 depth out here on these streets. 7 minutes? More than enough time for me. Don't even worry about it. There we go, boys. Hey, my boy, if I have these serious tactics from the beginning, you ain't smoking nothing, my boy. My boy was lucky it was for the sake of the review with the 4-1-2-1-2. Because you guys want to see the setup of this team, bro? Look, it was like this, man. And it was like this. Look, Mkhitaryan playing CDM, Kolarov on the right. Oh, it's guys like that. If I realized that my 4-1-2-1-2 was bad that quickly, I didn't know that they were positioned like this. The instructions are completely off, by the way. It's false 9 on that. Cover wing for that. Cut passing, no stay back while attacking for that. Woo, those guys I want to beat so badly, but hey, man, we're doing a center back review. But I'm sorry, I really wanted to get that win for you boys. Alright guys, so final verdict on Manolas' card. If I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, okay? I really don't like his sluggish feel in general, right? Now, I think defensively, this guy could be pretty solid for you, right? I think that if you give him the shadow chemistry style, I don't recommend the anchor. Because, yes, you give him the physical stat increases. I'm telling you guys this right now. To compensate for his characteristics of being a more sluggish player, I just think you got to give him a shadow. That extra plus 10 for acceleration and a plus 5 for sprint speed, that's where you're going to be able to fully utilize a card. Now, obviously, with defense already being really good with the anchor chemistry style, you're making it perfect. The only thing that you're going to be noticing a difference with heading accuracy is a plus 5, I believe. But, like, heading accuracy, like, you just got to be able to head the ball out most of the times for center backs, right? You need the acceleration, you need the sprint speed to compensate for it, okay? The low-high work rates, he was moving really nicely with Tomiyasu, in all fairness. Value-wise, I can't say this card is worth 231k because that part of his card is irritating a little bit, but other than that, he is very, very solid defensively, but you need the shadow chemistry. So I got to keep explaining it because you guys saw the situations where he caught up to my opponent when the formation was on 10 depth. We had to do that to test it out and see what he's like chasing after someone. And you could see that, yes, the physical helped, but the guy still got in front of him. If you have a physical person in front of you, you want to have the pace to try to get in front of him with the physical that he already has. Okay, so it was important that we tried it out with a 10 depth to chase after the person so I could show you guys that it's probably the best chemistry style to give him, right? So if you give him a shadow, the card's very solid. The price is a little steep in my opinion because of his dribbling and passing. I don't think it should be worth that much. In my honest opinion, the card should be like 120k. 231 is a little bit too much for me and that, for the quality that he offers in game. But with a shadow, you're looking at a very, very usable and fun card to use. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'll catch you guys for the next one. We have Fred coming out today, too, so I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.